What's up, Facebook family? It is Dawain. It is the SideBAR, and I know I'm doing this from my personal page. Actually wanted to see how much interaction I could get on my personal page. I usually do this on my SideBAR or Dwayne's podcast coach page, and just trying to see what the traffic looked like. I missed you guys last week. Those that are listening to the podcast that are air on Friday, those that are watching live, you're on live, and I'm definitely going to interact with you guys. If you're on my personal page and you're like, what is Dawain doing? I didn't know he had a podcast outside of the bar. I do, man. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, just search my name, Dawain Atkinson. You can follow me on Instagram. Dawain Pod Coach on Facebook. I have a Facebook page you can like, Dawain Pod Coach. So with that being said, I want to get in tonight's topic. What's up, Mace? I see you, fam. And tonight's topic is team building. I made a post, I think it was last week, about build a team that don't bump heads when you huddle. And I those that follow me, I usually try to do some kind of inspirational post every day. That's kind of my daily. I try to do at least one inspirational post. And that day it was, build a team that won't bump heads when you huddle. Pretty much what that means is you want to build a team that complements each other. And by God's grace, I've been pretty successful in team building. Just being able to it starts first. When you're building a team, the first place that it starts is with you. You have to have humility. You have to be humble. You have to understand that you can't do everything yourself. You have to understand that there are people out there that are smarter than you, that are better at doing something that you like to do. There's people that are better. There's people that have skills in areas you don't have. And so that's where team building starts. If you're trying to build a team, it starts with you. It starts with your mentality. Your mentality to humble yourself and just find people that can help you first. Because, in order to have a team, there has to be a goal, objective. There's something you're trying to make happen. And so if there's something you're trying to make happen, then you try to find people that will help you achieve that goal. And then the another thing about team is, you're not going to find like people that are 100% agree with everything that you or you're standing for or whatever. You're not going to find that. One of the biggest mistakes that a lot of corporations make is they want people, like the CEO want employees to be as passionate about the company as they are. And that's impossible. That's an unfair expectation. The reason why is you own this company. That's your baby. We call it, that's your baby. That's your thing. And so nobody's going to be as passionate about your thing as you are. At least they shouldn't be. So that's a misunderstanding. And when you're building a team, you have to understand that everybody's not going to be as passionate about the goal you're trying to achieve as you are. And that's understandable. You should take that. You should not have that unreal expectation. When you don't have that unreal expectation, somebody said when expectation is known or when expectation is unknown, adversity is at hand, something like that. I can't remember. Y'all know I'm not good with that kind of stuff. But anyway, you definitely want, you have to understand that everybody's not going to be on the same page. Everybody's not going to be as passionate about your vision as you are. Everybody's not going to, have that drive that you're going to have for your thing. And you can't let that frustrate you. Another thing when you're building a team is you have to look for complementary pieces. If you think about any sport is designed with complementary pieces. Basketball, you got 5 players, the point guard, shooting guard, power forward, small forward, and the center. What's up, Carl? Big Daddy, AKA Little Man. What's up, family? So you got those 5 positions. Each position has their role. Point guard, everybody knows a dribbler, passer, also nowadays shooter from way outside. Shooting guard is a shooting guard, somebody usually that can, be aggressive and score. Power forward is usually somebody can help in rebounds, but a little bit more athletic. Small forward position has developed in a place where they even bring the ball down. I remember Scottie Pippen used to bring the ball down. They do a plethora of things, and they have height and size. And then the center, is usually in the center. We're kind of going away from the real makeshift centers, from I guess the days of old or whatnot. But anyway, so all of those positions complement each other. But it's funny because when I think of that analogy, I think about street ball, because street ball, everybody's the point guard. Everybody's the center. Nobody wants to be a center in street ball. You could be the tallest dude on the court in the city, and he want to shoot threes. That's just natural. But back to my, I guess, understanding teams. When building a team, you want to find complementary pieces that work together. If someone is strong in an area, you want to rely on them for that. If someone else is strong in a different area, you want to rely on them for that. Man, did a fly just land on my mic? Oh man, that's embarrassing. I might edit that out for YouTube. But yeah, so you want someone with strong. You want to find first. You got to find their potential, what they are strong at, and once you find the things that they're good at or strong at or whatever. I don't know if I said that right. Once you find that, then you figure out how to put the pieces together. And that's been a gift of mine, is the ability to put pieces together, find people that have different strengths versus different weaknesses, and put them together so that it works together, and it becomes one strong unit. What I'm telling you is not rocket science. It's not like nobody's ever said any of the things I've just said. But someone asked, man, about team building, and really, for me, you have to have a good attitude. I consider myself to be a positive person, and I have to have positive people around me. And if you're not that type, then you might not be a good fit for the team, which is okay. That's the thing. Even if they're not a good fit, it don't mean you got to throw them away as a friend or throw them away as a family member. You just understand their role. When I was in management, my biggest thing I would tell people was, you got to know your pieces. I wish I could play chess really good. I just learned how to play, but I knew the concept of chess before I learned how to play. And so I know with every piece, they move a certain way. And so my advice would be to, people that I would manage was, you got to learn how people move, how they react, how they do things. And once you figure out how they move, then you know how to move around or through or whatever in a way where it keeps you out of trouble or it keeps you from getting upset, So if you know that, just for example, I think the knight can, do the L shape. If you know someone is doing an L shape, then okay, I'm not going to, this is their trigger. I'm not going to go over there and talk about this, or I'm not going to come over, at this time of the day, So it's just about understanding pretty much human behavior, how people behave, man. And so that also plays a part in building a team, because you want to put people together that can gel together, can work together, people that want to be a part of a team. So many times we see a lot of teams break up because there may be one or two people that don't want to be a part, they're just there because you asked them. So you want to make sure that you find someone that actually want to be a part of the team, actually want to be a contributor. So it looked like, I don't know, I think I got somebody on my, okay, there you go. But yeah, get with people that want to be a contributor, man, and want to be a part of the team. And like I said, this isn't rocket science. I'm not telling you something special, but somebody did ask about team building. And y'all know I don't do a whole bunch of notes and stuff, and so I just turn the lights on, turn the mic on, and jump behind here to talk, man. So I see about 6 people that are on right now. I don't know if anybody want to ask me something or Want me to talk about something podcast wise? I don't know. Let's see. I see him jumping in. What's up? What's up? I'm here for questions. If you got any questions, if not, man, I'm gonna sign out and I'm gonna upload this so I can go to bed. Y'all see this rough mug up here, man. I'm getting my hair did up. What's up, Mr. Peyton? What's up, Mr. Kels? What's going on? So yeah. Any questions about podcasting? Team building. Like I said, I'm not an expert. It's just something I do. It's some things, people are just gifted with, and that's something God blessed me with was just understanding people and understanding how to maneuver around people and understanding how to put people in places where they can be successful. And so that's just something that I've been blessed with. So how do you get sponsors? That is a great question, Mr. Kales. How do you get sponsors? So with sponsors, sponsors come two ways. There's two ways you can get sponsors. One way you can get sponsored is relationship. I've been super successful with relationship sponsors, building relationship with ministries or businesses, and they invest that money in you because they believe in you. They know you're not going to make them millions, but because they believe in you and they want to support you, they make that investment. I've had well-known ministries. A lot of people know Ligonier has ran ads with me before, and my numbers aren't tremendous, but they know they believe in me, and we have a good relationship. The second way is you have to find somebody that understands podcasting, because podcasting isn't like TV ads or whatever. The ROI, return on investment, is a different kind of monster. So you have to find somebody that knows about podcasting. And Kels, I suggest, I don't know if you're up and running yet, but check out Red Circle. Red Circle is a podcast host, and they actually market your podcast for you and find sponsors for you, and they bring them your way. But when it comes to those big sponsorships, you got to do the millions to get, you got to have the listenership in order for somebody to invest. If you don't have that listenership, if you can't provide that data, then it's rare that a stranger or a big name company will just reach out. So, yep. Other than cross appearances and hosts in multiple platforms, what other ways are there to grow your audience? So Pat, that is a great question. And those pretty much are the basic ways. And I know you're familiar with that. You do all of those very well. So what I would say, ways to grow your audience is, just consistency, man. It's a grind. It is really a grind. And you really, in order to grow your audience, you have to be like clockwork. And then you have to, here's a good tip for that, Pat. You have to make your audience feel like they're part of your marketing team. No ifs, ands, or buts. If your audience is small, you have to make them a part of your marketing team. You have to make them feel like this is my podcast that I'm gonna help you grow. And if you can get their mindsets like that, like this is my podcast too, I'm gonna help Pat with what he's doing. If you can get their mindsets to that, then that will increase your exposure, because they'll feel like they're a part, and they will share your stuff. All right, so it's been so hard. I've been so hard. Yes, you have, bro. Yes, you have. What's the magic number for followers on Facebook and IG? So honestly, there's no real magic number, because you can have, hit my microphone. You can have, let's say 100K IG, 100K IG. But if your interaction is like 40 or 50 people, then, the ROI is not, it doesn't equate, so there's no real number. It really depends on how you can how involved your audience is, and your audience being involved depends on how involved you are in them. So there's no magic number. You can have 500K Instagram, 100K Facebook, but if you're not getting the interactions, if you're not getting the comments and things like that, then that number means nothing. When I talk about number, I'm talking about downloads, like what they call it, CPM. That's what I'm talking about when I say high number that you can present to a company. We have a package with Just Thinking. We include our number of downloads, and then we also include the numbers on social media, which aren't tremendous, but so with Just Thinking, I think we're at 11K followers on Instagram, but a post average between, I think it's 800 to 600 likes, and so many comments. So it's an organic 11K, as opposed to somebody with 100K with 50 something, but with your downloads, that's, it depends on who your host is. Your host will provide that data, and you can provide that to someone that may be interested in investing into a podcast. Yeah, Pat, I wish I knew the magic bullet, man. I would make millions if I knew the magic bullet of how to grow an audience. Everybody claimed they do, and I've attended in the last 2 weeks, I've attended probably about 7 different masterclass podcasts, increase your number, seminars, because I wanted to learn if it's something I could learn, and all of them are saying the same thing, man. So Pat, yeah, it's definitely a challenge. What's good, DJ Mike Fizzle? What's good? I love your logo, Mike. I meant to text you. That is a good, clean logo that you got, brother. Just real quick, did you make that on Canva? I'm interested to know, Mike, if you made that on Canva. If you did, then that's phenomenal. That is phenomenal. So anything else? Dwayne's awesome. Oh, thanks, Mike, man. You're so kind. You're so kind. Anything else? Any other questions for anybody? Because if not, like I said, I'm going to bed. All right. Mike ain't responded yet, so he might not have made that on Canva. All right. So there's no more questions. I'm going to get ready to slide out of here, man. Make sure you guys, like I said, go to my YouTube channel. Hopefully I can upload this video to YouTube. Brother from Wrath and Grace made it. Okay. All right. Thanks, Mike. Best Kung Fu movie. Best Kung Fu movie is okay. I gotta get you my 1 and 2. My number 1 by default, because everybody loved Bruce Lee, is Chinese Connection. My number 2 is Shogun Assassin. That's my number 2. It interchanges. Like if you say best Kung Fu flick minus Bruce Lee, then Shogun Assassin. But Chinese Connection was life changing for me. I was in like 7th grade when I first saw it, and it changed the way I walk and everything. Oh man, come on, man. That's too new, Mike. That's too new, man. I can't do that. All right, so like I said, hit me up on YouTube. Just search my name, Dawain Atkinson. Instagram, Dawain Pod Coach. Facebook, Dawain Pod Coach. Go like that page, please. And 30-minute free consultation. Hit me in the inbox. I will definitely talk to you. And then after the 30 minutes, I'm actually working on my quote unquote master course, 8-week course in how to start your podcast and all of that good stuff. So be on the lookout for that good stuff, man. And 36 chambers. Okay. I can rock with that, man. It's so 36 chambers is like the go-to for most people. So I don't know. Look like I froze. So I'm gonna hit this outro. God bless y'all.